All right, welcome back to the channel. Max Tornow here, and in this video we'll be talking about a very, if not even the most effective way of getting high-paying clients, meaning of getting to wealthy clients that generate you a lot of revenue. And nobody better to talk about that than Markus Baulig here, who's our mentor. You guys are making 8 figures nowadays. You're making over $1 million a month nowadays. Yeah. And he's basically the master of that. And right off the bat, what is the best way to get high-paying, wealthy clients? It's not any whack funnel, okay? It's not having a big YouTube channel. It's not webinars or chatbots or any of that. It is actually manual lead gen. And Markus, you have some very interesting anecdotes that you can bring into that. Yes. But yeah, like I said, right off the bat, if you think you need a big following on YouTube or Instagram to make a lot of money, if you think you need to have an elaborate funnel with webinars and VSLs and written sales copy, forget about all this. All you need to get a wealthy client to pay you a lot of money for your expertise is a phone.
Pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone, and
Pick up the phone and start dialing.
Yes, it can also be an Android phone, okay? So it doesn't need to be an iPhone. Anyways, Markus. Let's hear some more.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me here on your YouTube channel. Nice to see you. So what's your question?
Yeah, here's the thing. So you just told me earlier, because I knew you guys are working with one of the most famous musicians in Germany. And this guy is, I'm talking about, this guy is huge. Like, is, you know, like award-winning whatsoever, like super famous person.
Like everyone in Germany knows him because it's like the one of the famous musicians in Germany. And what I did is basically I just sent him an Instagram message to hit him up because he was like, I don't want to do music anymore. I don't want to focus on music as the only thing I'm doing to make money. I want to help people. I want to show him that you can make things possible, that you can be successful, and that's what I want to do. He did like an Instagram post, and I saw this Instagram post, and immediately when I saw it, I had like this, oh, it's like a buyer signal. He wants to do something. He wants to start and help people. And my company, my brother and me and our business partner, Arben.
How many followers does this guy have? I'm looking at him right now.
I think 1.6 or 1.8 million.
1.8 million right now. Yeah. Verified.
Which in the German market is like huge. And everyone knows him. He's in the newspapers all the time. He's in TV. So I saw this post and I was like, oh, that's a buyer signal. That's like the first thing all people get wrong. They don't even recognize when someone wants to change his life. Yeah, he's like, there could be like a fat guy that's like, I want to have a 6-pack. He's like crying about, like talking about it. And there's like fitness coaches sitting in front of them and like don't realize, hey, there's a need that I could solve. There's someone I could close for my offer and work with him. And that's what most people get wrong. So I saw that post on Instagram and I just like, actually I was like lying in my bed, like at half past 11 in the evening. I was like, let's just send him a text message, like 1.6 million followers. How many does he have?
1.8 now.
1.8 million followers. I was just sending him a message, and I was like sending him, hey, I saw that you want to help people. I read your book that you released the other day about how to become successful. And don't you want to help people, like really help them, like with coaching? Like creative coaching program that's like a high ticket, and you're gonna can make much revenue. We did that already with other people that are famous in the German consulting market. And what about that? Why don't you want to help people like in the right way, like with coaching? And basically what happened, it was like, I think he said to me, like he read the message. He read the message, and he was like, usually he doesn't reply, but he was like seeing through the text that I'm like not like everyone else, because I wasn't like, hey, I'm your fan. I want please answer me like this. I was just like, hey, dude, you can help other people. Like you can really help them, and you want to do it. You posted it in your feed, so why don't you do it? And then that was when he realized, hey, this guy there might be something behind it. So he watched my Instagram profile and saw, okay, he's hanging out with people. He must have money to afford this lifestyle that he has. So he must be legit in some sort of kind. And yeah, that happened. And then he replied and we texted back and forth. He was like, send an email to my manager, and you can tell him what you want to do. And I was like sending this email to his manager. He didn't reply, so I called the manager like twice. Like I called him once, he didn't pick up. So I called him another time, he didn't pick up. And I was like, what the f is wrong with this guy? And I had like follow up. I always do follow up a lot. So if I want something from Max, we text every day, and he doesn't reply. I'm always like sending question marks. Like every time, so he replies. That's what I do all the time with all people. If you have like 40 employees like we have right now, and you want something, you need to be like relentless, always like following up. He doesn't reply for a half an hour, I'm sending another question mark. That's what I do. That's my job as CEO.
I stole that from you. I do the exact same thing.
It's like an attitude you need to have. So what I did, I was like, didn't get a reply from this manager, and I was like, okay, I'll just send the message, do you hate money? to this musician.
I didn't know that.
I was like saying, do you hate money? I think it's so out of context for that no one would say that or send that message. Just send it, do you hate money? And he instantly replied, why? Because your manager doesn't reply. So then the next thing happened, my phone was ringing like 10 minutes later. Like, let's do an appointment and talk about it. So I met them, and then we had like, I'm really like a real closer. I'm always about sales, because I had to learn sales to become successful. It's like the most important skill ever.
Yeah.
I think you're on my side with that point. And I was like, I'm having this idea that we could do like some sort of a share deal and work together and build this coaching. And and then we closed the deal basically within, I think, 2 weeks. Yeah. Which was like, he said, he never made a deal that fast with anyone, because usually in their like world of music, it's like more, it takes like months to do a deal. And I was like, within 2 weeks, it was like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, there's so many important lessons in there. So to reiterate that again, so many people, I feel like they're procrastinating with actually having a business. And I mean by that, I mean with making money. Okay, because they think they have to have all these other things in place. They need to have a big Instagram, they need to have a YouTube channel or a podcast and a webinar and a funnel and all these things. And they're like, I'm working on it, right? I have people reaching out to me, they want to become our clients, and they're like, I'm like, tell me more about yourself. And they're like,
it's not only that, it's not like only like, oh, I need to have like Instagram, I need my YouTube channel to have people messaging me. That's bullshit. You don't need this. I need a money mindset. I need the secret. The money flows to me. It's like bullshit. You just need to want to make some money at the beginning. That's all you need. I tell you, you can make hundreds of thousands of euros per month without any why. There's no why. There's just a why not. Why shouldn't you do it? If you're on this planet and you live here, there's no reason not to become financially independent and not to become successful in sort of this stuff. And there's no reason not to do it. So just, you have to learn one skill, and that's what I think you wanted to say too. It's like you need to become ferocious with learning sales and crazy about this topic. Yeah. And you don't need like this new funnel, this new ad, this new thing to get your first client.
I mean, we have clients in our program. They make 5 figures a month. They don't have a website. They have 400 followers on Instagram. They have no YouTube channel. It's just them. They have no team, none of that. They making 10, 15K a month, just them, just one person. Yeah. And all they do is they obviously follow our advice. They follow the sales advice. They learn sales from us. They learn how to DM people, and that's all they do. They sit at home, like you said. They sit in their bathroom, or they sit they're just lying in their bed in the evening, and they just message people. Yes. Right? It's that simple. So like again, like to go back to the first point, it's like I think people procrastinate because they're just scared of actually stepping out and saying, oh, I'm gonna make my first sale. I'm gonna make some actual money. So they keep themselves busy with busy work, and they just like, oh, I'm creating a podcast channel, and they're just building the brand up. And they listen to feel good advice from people like Gary Vee. Like I have respect for Gary Vee and I like him, but I feel like most people misinterpret that, and they're like, you got to deploy patience, man. Get the TikTok, and then they build their brand for 6 years and they haven't made a single dime. Okay, there's no, like you said, there's no need for you to stay broke. Like, build a brand if you want. And this is something we do with our clients. Like we tell them, make your first 10K a month. That's like the base level, the first milestone, and then we'll help you slowly but steadily get in social media if you want to. And we have clients now, they made 150K last month, and that's where we're like, okay, now we'll do a little bit more brand work, because now you're making money, now you have a lot more spare time, you don't have to scramble to create some whack YouTube content that you don't even know how to sell yet, you know?
Yeah. For example, I have a client he's doing fitness coaching, and he generates all his clients via LinkedIn.
Yeah.
He's like texting business people on LinkedIn, sending them messages, just building conversation. And he was looking for all the guys that look a little bit too chubby, that might need a fitness coach. Text with them, and then they realize, hey, oh, he's about fitness. And then they're like, hey, can you help me to lose weight? Can you help me? And then he's like, yeah, sure. Let's jump on the call, and then we could talk about it. And that's how he generates lead. And he's like making 50,000-60,000 euros per month with only this sort of lead gen. Yeah. There's not a webinar needed. There's no Facebook ads. There's no affiliate bullshit going on. It's just him working and doing the most valuable thing, generating leads by himself and closing these.
Yeah, I mean that's how you guys closed me, you know. Yeah, you guys are mentoring me on how to scale my business and how to manage my employees and stuff, like how I built a team. I didn't have a team before that, right? And it was the same. Like I didn't buy from them because I saw like a webinar or something from them. You know, again, like
you didn't know who.
I had no idea who the hell you are, but you know, you talked to one of my friends and you just basically like really having one of my friends in, and then he said, hey, you should message that guy.
The funny thing is, and it's another important rule, you need to have the close in your mind before you do it. It was like I was texting this musician, but I knew I'm gonna close him. There was no reason why he shouldn't reply, and all people think, oh no, he won't reply, so just don't send the message. Yeah. And the funny thing is, when we went to this event, with my team, I told Andreas, my brother, that I'm gonna close Max as our client, and it happened. So this is like I saw it before it happened, and you need to become sure that you can do it. And what I did was basically I talked to your friend. I said him we were awesome, and then he was like, "Oh my God, he's awesome!"
My friend was like a whole week he talked about you guys. He didn't leave me alone about that. It was funny.
Yeah, and what you need to do is you need to find like this thing that the other person needs help about. And in your case, it was you didn't have a team, you were traveling a lot to do your to run your business, and in our business we like basically don't need to do anything. I can sit on this couch like every day, and I'm doing this. Like
you are doing
really every day with my brother. We are playing like Nintendo for 1 hour, and we have 40 employees, and we run an 8-figure business. I know no one that can do that, but it's possible with all this online coaching things that are there.
Yeah, but in order to get there, all you have to do is learn how to sell yourself, learn how to manually reach out to clients, get to your first 10K, and then, beyond 10K, you can start slowly but steadily automating things. And I did most of my things alone my whole life. And then, above 100K, that's where you start getting employees in, you start getting, smaller team members in, etc. And now if you want to, you can keep scaling up like you guys to 8 figures and get 40 employees.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people watching this video right now that are like employed and work for someone, and you maybe went to school and you did great with that. And basically, business is like exactly the same. You can learn it. You need to learn how to do business. It's like you had mathematics, and then there's like business class, and you need to learn how to do it. But in my opinion, you can't learn it like at the university. You have to learn it with people that are doing business. University teaches you how to run a company that's already there. They teach you how to run a company with 100 employees. They tell you the dynamics about that, but they don't teach you how to become successful as like like a small business with 1 or 2 people. You have to have someone that is like mentoring you and showing you how to do it. And it's basically like instructions. It's like, hey, first thing you need to do is you need to learn sales. And that's what we talked about in this video, for example. And there's other steps that you need to learn that you don't have a clue about right now, but you need to learn it. And it's like everyone did it. I had a mentor when I learned sales. It was our business partner, Arben, who worked in sales for years before we partnered up. And my brother, he was like this online marketing genius, and he told me everything about online marketing. I built the pages. And from my perspective, I know everything. I know how to build pages, I know how to generate leads. But the most important thing that changed my life was how to learn sales and have like the right mentors that show you. Because I'm 24 right now, having a 8-figure business, and I know literally no one that has that to my age, like in this coaching or consulting space. And to get to this point, you need to have mentors and you need to learn like these skills.
Yeah, that's basically all I have to say about that too.
And if you're starting out, like Max is the best guy to show you how to do it, because you have all these successful clients right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, our clients are crushing it. We literally just yesterday had that. I told you earlier about at the breakfast. We had this one guy who was very, very, in all honesty, whack when he started. When he came to us and we said, okay, let's get your mindset on point, let's teach you sales, and he just made his second sale, and he just made 4 figures this month, and we're like, he's crushing. Like, if he can do it, everybody can do it. And I'm so proud and happy for him. Like, when I see a message from him saying, I did it, I made my first sale, and now he made his second sale, I'm like, this works. It works, and it makes me as their mentor happy, and obviously it makes them happy too,
Yeah, but another really important thing is he was only listening to you.
Yeah.
It's like you have to have one mentor for one aspect of your life. You can't have like listen to that business coach and that business coach. One is telling you about drop shipping, one is telling you about whatever webinar is going on right now. I don't know.
The thing is, people watch. Instead of getting one paid mentor and they execute, they watch 5 different YouTubers.
Yeah.
And then they end up doing nothing.
Yeah, that's the problem, because everyone's like telling different stuff and different information. And the craziest part about it is there's people giving information that don't have a clue how to make money on themselves. Yeah. They're like giving advice, but they don't make money. It's like the worst thing. And in your case, you know how to do it. All your guys that work for you, like Nikita, Simon, Joseph, they're like crushing it all the time. They sell themselves. They know how to do it, and they can teach it obviously to your clients because they're doing it.
Yeah, it's that simple. There's no magic to that. So when you're sick and tired of not making money, maybe you have a 9-to-5 job that doesn't interest you. Maybe you go to university and you say, this sucks. This is not something I want to do. When you say you want to be free as an online coach, when you say, hey, this sounds good that I don't need a website or a big YouTube or a funnel whatsoever, it's just me needing to, wanting to make money and having the willingness to work for that, then I got something cool for you. You can literally jump on a free consultation call, either with me directly or with an expert from my team. And basically on that free consulting call, we'll be working hand in hand together with you. We're going to build you a strategy to break free from that 9-to-5 non-money making mindset and build your own successful online business as an online coach or online service provider. Like I said, it works, okay? I have had clients where you'd have never thought it's possible, but with the right amount of input from our side, it works. And all you have to do is click that link down in the description below. That link brings you to a page, okay? Read what's on that page because it's important information for you to get started. And at the bottom of that page, you fill out the application. You can book your free consulting call. You can book the exact date and time where you want us to call you. So if you already have a skill, you want to learn how to monetize it. If you're right now doing it for free and you say, hey, never do something for free. If you're good at it, then this call is for you, right? If you like the idea of being free and, making money as an online coach, online service provider, but you don't know what it is that you could be offering people, this call is for you as well. We can analyze your strengths. We can tell you what exact model fits best for you. But also if you're already making money, but you want to do it more legit, you want to do it more, you want to scale it, this call is for you. At the end of the day, our channel is growing more and more. We're slowly getting to 50K subscribers, so more and more people want to jump on that opportunity. So if the link in the description still works, it means we still have a spot open for you. You got to take action fast, otherwise someone else is getting it. All right, that being said, Markus, thank you so much for your time. I know you're busy. Thank you for watching, and talk to you very, very soon. GG.